Michigan, Notre Dame. I've got a free pick on this game. Here's a stat that might surprise you, Ace. This is the Notre Dame, Michigan State last week had a big win. First win against a top 10 team since 2005, 7 years ago. So the question I've got to you is, I lean Michigan here. What do you think do you think the public is ready to get really excited about Notre Dame and offering us value?
The betting public's been waiting for any reason to get excited about Notre Dame for a long time. We know they're one of the most heavily bet teams year in and year out.
And let's talk about that. That's about the alumni, the fans. There's just a certain base of fans that's going to put $50 on them every week, and you got another base that's either going to play on them or pass the game.
Exactly, and that's why. And now they have a reason to bet this team, because not only are they playing winning games, but they're playing well. I mean, they're fun to watch. They put up points, and there's a lot of belief in the head coach. The only thing I don't like about them is the switching at quarterback, and I think this line, my thing is, I think the line's right, but I think the situation's awful for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm leaning Michigan here. That's going to be my free pick. And I think there's a flip side. As excited as people are about Notre Dame, that Michigan team, it's just stuck in their head what Alabama did to them. I mean, even weeks later, you're hearing, yeah, Robinson, he's horrible. And I mean, this guy was a high, and again, maybe the game exposed them somewhat, but now you look at the way Alabama, I know you liked Arkansas last week.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama is just maybe, and in the Vegas rankings, and it's a poll that we do at pregame.com that's got bettors, you're involved, professional bettors, and bookmakers. And actually, Alabama is, I think it's 2.5 points better than any team in the country. So all of a sudden now that Michigan loss, it still looks bad, but not quite as bad for Michigan losing that game. I tell you, you've got a team that the public's very high on. You've got a team the public's low on. To me, that's the anatomy of value.
I agree, and it's not an easy place to play. And let's look at historically, the series has been pretty much one-sided of late. Michigan's won 4 of the last 5 straight up. They've had the benefit of playing more games at home. And in this series, the home team's had a great advantage, obviously.
The underdog has won 4 straight in this series. And here's a stat. You know, it's funny. It's easy to say Notre Dame is a public team, a marquee team. What does that mean? An extra half point? Well, what's an extra half point mean? And also, you hear guys around town here in Vegas on the radio, especially in the last few weeks, saying, oh, people are so sharp now that there is no such thing as marquee teams. That they're just playing like come on. You know, to me, I respect a lot of the guys around town, but you can't go, as Lisa Simpson said, remember Little Lisa?
Quoting the great Lisa Simpson.
She says, you never go broke underestimating the intelligence of the public.
I agree with that
and I think guys know more.
Sure.
But I think they act about the same way they used to act, not much different. Here's the stat. If all you did since 2006, so it's 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now summer 12, is fade Notre Dame blind. Every week, hey, they're marquee, I'm fading them. You would have won 57.3% of your games. So, I mean, this is a team that's underperformed, but also has a lot of public support that's keeping that line inflated. Any thoughts on the game we've missed?
Final point. Last week, Notre Dame went up against a quarterback that's stationary. I mean, Maxwell just can't move. It's like he's stuck in mud. Now, all of a sudden, you got to prepare for Denard Robinson, and he may not have been able to run against Alabama. And I know Notre Dame's defense is good, but they're not Alabama, and I think he will have success, and he just may very well be the difference maker because he took so much heat for that game for not even trying the run against Alabama that I've seen a different side of him. And I thought he was a little overrated coming into the season, but now with a chip on his shoulder, the kid's as talented as they come.
All right, we've talked it through. Let's make it official. All right, perfect storm. We've got a marquee team off a huge win. That means overrated. We've got a less marquee team that had a defining loss that everyone remembers. You combine the two, that equals value. My free pick, take the points with Michigan. As an Ohio State grad, You can see.
Yeah.
I don't. It's money.
That's impressive.
I'm agnostic when it comes to money.
I hope none of your alumni, none of your friends are going to watch
For the ones that really understand that we're finance people, they'd appreciate it.
I get it.
All right, guys, we've got NFL best bets coming up and Monday Night Football. You can get them all at pregame.tv.